What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's been about a week since the last book review, and I think that's going to be like a good time period between the videos. I tried to put this out maybe on Thursday, but work has been absolutely crazy lately, which is good for me, but still very busy and stressful, and really just enjoying the time now to sit back and talk about what I like to do, and that's read, write, and review these books. So today I'm going to be talking about an absolute classic that I had some mixed feelings on in the beginning. I'm talking about Frank Herbert's Dune, kind of the godfather of science fiction literature, if you think about it. It was published back in 1963. Um, it reads like it at times. But the basis of the stories follows a young Paul Atreides, who is the heir to the Duke of the Atreides family. They are kind of set up and sabotaged by taking over the planet Arrakis, which is Dune, and to oversee spiced harvesting, which is a essential element, spice, material, mineral kind of thing that's essential for intergalactic space travel. There's lots of sabotage, lots of politics that go into it, and it's pretty cool. So the book, like I said, was published in '63, right? Parts of it, what I mean by parts of it read like it are, it has a very classic literature feel to it. There's also it's broken down into the first book is broken down into three books, okay? And the first book is so dialogue heavy, I sometimes felt like I was dizzy after I would stop reading. Like it was like I was reading a script. And a lot of it is in what I refer to as king speak, which is, how you hear people talk in like Game of Thrones, or how you hear people talk in Lord of the Rings. Like, I have no problem watching that stuff. I actually enjoy that stuff quite a bit. That's putting it lightly. But reading it can sometimes be, I don't know. It I don't know if I really like reading that kind of grammar, that kind of flow of sentencing, uh, pronunciation of words and things like that. But so I was reading the first book in the first book, and I was getting ready to stop reading it because, like I said, it was just like I was reading a script. Um, it was sometimes hard to follow, and then it took a really pleasant turn. So the first chapter or book in the book really sets up the Atreides family, them taking over everything, and kind of lays a backdrop of a lot of politics, uh, scheming kind of things. It lays that framework. So it is important because those conversations become very important later on in the book. The second part of the book, the second chapter or second book, is there's a lot of action in it. It's Paul trying to get across the desert. He hooks up with the Fremen and kind of weaves him way in through a religious story plant that's been going on there for generations, and sets himself up to be a prophet for these people. And he doesn't really want to be a prophet, but then he kind of does. In the book, he really has no problem being a prophet. In the movie, I think they made it more dramatic that way for the internal struggle of the main character, which I get, it's very important. And then the third part of this book is awesome. Uh, there's a lot of action in it. It's where all the stories kind of flesh out, all that framework fleshes out. I'm just giving a broad generalization of what happened because I don't want to give away too much. If you think that you don't need to read the book because you saw the movie, you're wrong. The book is wildly different than the movie. There's a lot of, I mean, key things, key storylines that are in the book that are not in the movie, not taking place in the movie. And I absolutely love Dunes 1 and 2, the motion pictures. I thought they did a great job on it. It's got that classic movie feel to it. I really enjoyed them. But the book is a lot different, and there's a lot different there's a few different characters and character development that are key pieces to the overall Dune story that I think is important. So I highly recommend checking this one out if you're into science fiction. They said that Dune laid the framework for Star Trek, Star Wars, Chronicles of Riddick, Alien. Like, so much was taken from Dune. This is just book one. The entire series is 6 books, I believe. I'm currently reading another Stephen King just because that's that's like my safe space, is what it feels like. But I will be jumping into Dune Part Two. I'm hoping to read maybe through book 4 by the end of the year because now I have to know what happens. This book, book 1, is movies 1 and 2 in this one. So it's kind of interesting to think about what they plan on doing for the future, because if they follow that same model, then there will end up being 12 movies, which, I mean, I wouldn't mind 12 Dune movies unless they exhaust it and make it cheesy and green screeny and suck like all the other superhero movies that are nauseating and make me want to vomit. I don't even feel like we have a movie industry anymore, but I won't go off on the soapbox. Check it out. Dune. It's a great book. It's great science fiction. The first, be prepared, the first book of it. So, I mean, the first, let's see what we got. I would say it's around 200 pages you're going to go through. That's just like, okay, what are we doing here? And then it's going to pick up for you. So, where would I rate this one on a scale of 5? I've had some comments questioning like how I rate things. Um, it's just an overall broad spectrum rating on a scale of 5. I will probably never give a 5 just because I want to leave room for improvement in novels that I read. And I think that if every book I liked, which is a lot, because I enjoy reading and I enjoy the stories. If I gave every book I liked a 5, there'd be video and video and video after 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and it wouldn't be as accurate. We wouldn't be able to gauge it or gauge it upon my taste, is what it is. So for Dune, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 4.5. So it was good. I think it's a great story. I think it can be challenging for a lot of readers to read it, to stick with it. But I also think it could have been a little bit more descriptive with landscapes, characters, scenes, things like that. It very, very much so reads like a script. So you might like that in some of the aspects of the movie, because I think the book does follow the movie, or vice versa. The movie followed the book very well, except for some key characters that they left out and character lines that they didn't feel like dramatizing in the movie from the book. So we'll give it a 4.5. And I think that's fair. I think it's great, and I highly recommend it. So that's it. We just push play, review a book, and I read this one. This is a new one, so this is a read from 2025, and it only took me like 7 days. It was, like I said, it was good. Currently reading Stephen King's 11/22/63, which is amazing and a ton of fun. I can't wait to review that one. That one, if it keeps up, is going to be pushing that 5 bracket. So there you go. We might get a 5, but I don't know. It's really good. Hope everybody's been doing well. I'll try to get another video out next week, maybe 2. I kind of want to do some talking about like dramatic interpretations of books, like movies compared to books, because with this one, it's like I'd already seen where the story was going, which was kind of making it harder to read. And I think that might be the case for a lot of people. But if you haven't seen the movie and you read the book, then it's like a lot of fun to like read the book and then go see the visual interpretation of it. So I'm curious to think what you guys think about that. And hopefully you'll comment down in the comments about the interpretations. Like Stephen King movies just seem to suck. No matter what they do to it, even the new It, I couldn't even watch it. I just turned it off. It was a real piece of shit. Um, but I mean, maybe you thought differently. So let me know on that. I'm gonna do a video on that. It might just be like a blathering kind of thing, like a soapbox tangent, but who cares? I don't script any of this stuff out. We don't plan it. I sit down here, take a break, we review a book, or we talk literature. Thanks for the comments, everybody that's been commenting so far. I really enjoy it. I try to answer all my comments because I want that engagement. That's what this channel is for. So if you like what I'm putting out, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'd like to start talking more about writing. If anybody's writing a novel, I'm probably about 80% of the way through my first novel. I'm somewhere around 95,000 words deep, and it's a daunting task that's taken a toll, man, to say the least. So I'm curious if we should do some writing videos or if we want to do like a live forum and talk more. Let me know. As always, thanks for stopping by. Keep reading. Talk soon.